sometimes. And so anyway, there's just been a lot of questions, like people been asking us, like, what is Kingdom Linked Network? And if you haven't heard about Kingdom Linked Network, well, you need to get up on the business about Kingdom Linked Network. So Kingdom Linked Network is basically exactly what it sounds like, a link in the kingdom of God together, one leader at a time. And so what I wanted to do today was talk about it briefly, but also bring one of our members that were able to show up today to talk a little bit about Kingdom Link Network and what it has done, the vibe about it, just everything about Kingdom Linked. And so I'm going to bring Melissa Diaz up on stage. And I don't think she's ever done a live before. So we're just going to put her out there just like that. All right. So, Melissa, thank you
Thank you,
so much.
Coach.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in and coming on live and just sharing your heart and all that good stuff and just being goofy with me. So, kind of break it down for those who are watching or they're watching a replay or whoever shows up. Let them know, let us know, let me know what you have, just the whole thing about Kingdom Linked, what you've received from Kingdom Linked, what you've been able to connect, all of these different things. What is your take on Kingdom Link Network?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, Jay Coach. My take on Kingdom Link Network. Well, first of all, it's all about the connection. I mean, the connections that have been occurring are not just quality connections, they're kingdom connections, which make them so much more powerful. The business aspect of being able to connect with business owners that have a like-minded thought process in advancing the kingdom and advancing God wherever we go has not only encouraged me to really more define what my business is, but who my business is working for. So the connections are absolutely out of this world, as well as just the camaraderie, being able to come in the room and get the joy of being with other members and other members of the kingdom that want um, to just be able to speak faith into whatever we're doing, and that has been so refreshing. um, Aside from that, I mean, just being able to meet and see what other people are doing to advance the kingdom has encouraged me as well to get a better focus in my business. You're muted, Coach.
Well, that's a rookie move. So yeah, thank God for the pop-up broadcast. That's all I'm saying. I love everything that you're saying about the camaraderie, about the people coming in, and just really just pretty much like sharing your mindset, sharing your your business with other people, being able to connect with other kingdom-minded people. I look at it this way, and I will let you respond to that. But I've actually probably in the last week have changed my mindset from like-minded people to kingdom-minded people.
Absolutely.
Because if all I do is hang out with people that are like-minded, just like me, then I'm hanging out with a bunch of me, and that's a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you're chuckling because I know that there are some different personalities that are in
Yes.
Kingdom Linked. And so break that down about the vibe, about the diversity, about the connections and all of that. And first, let's talk about the diversity part, and then we'll talk about the deeper connections that you've had with folks.
The diversity aspect that we have, I mean, we have financial coaches, we have life coaches, we have virtual assistants, we have health coaches. So, and it's not just coaches, it's not just people trying to build other people in the sense of getting them more knowledge and walking out life with them. It's more of true business owners across the board, whatever field they may be in. We have our tire guy, our
Yeah.
wheels guy, So it's not just one facet of the business world. We go across the board. We have construction. We have, like I said before, we have financial. We have all the coaches. Um, we have so many different um, businesses being represented in so many different fields that it's easy to reach out and have help coming in and saying, "Wait a minute, I don't have a clue how to do my finances. How can we connect? I
Mm,
don't have a clue on where really I need to go in my health. Where can I reach out?" And then having that available in this group. So for me, being on the journey that I'm on, looking at my health, having that in house, being able to say, "Hey, wait a minute, I have some questions. How can we connect and get going?" That diversity is so helpful, not only in building the kingdom, but advancing my personal walk in the kingdom. As far as coming together and having that camaraderie in such a diverse area, it's been so helpful to see how other people, because we do, when we get like-minded people, we kind of get into a rut of not being able to understand what's out there. We have
right.
people all across the nation. We have people in other nations coming in this group.
Mm,
So Kingdom Linked is going worldwide, and to see businesses across the world come in and go, "Hey, I need this." It's the I'm speechless because it's so encouraging to see not only how we can help locally, how we can help in our state, but how we can help everywhere. And then how they we can also in turn help others.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just the whole camaraderie, the whole connection, the whole everything of being diverse. And so, what would you say to people that have said in the past, now that virtual life is here, right? What would you say now as a virtual assistant? Just throwing that shameless plug out there. Um, to those who are still so constricted to local businesses, which we need that,
Mm-hmm.
but that are so close-minded to say there's no like we need to stop this virtual thing because it was just for COVID season. What would you say to these people that are there's three different points that I want to touch on. Number one is where I've heard you can't disciple online. I've also heard you can't, that's not what the kingdom of God is. The kingdom of God is in a church, right? And then just the whole connection part, which you've kind of covered that. But what would you say to a person that is still challenged and struggling in the area of really understanding that this works? What would you say to that person that's in your local area to say, okay, well, what is Kingdom Linked and how is it going to help me? Like, talk about the broad picture of what Kingdom Linked is. And I only say that because, sorry about that, is because you're helping me shape this thing together. Like
Right.
you and Alex are like in there and trying to figure out how to create this thing. So yeah, drop your wisdom.
Woo, coach, giving me the tough ones. Uh,
I'm the good
so
cop today.
So, to speak to the discipleship, discipleship is when we come together, when we allow iron to sharpen iron. That's discipleship. That doesn't, I mean, it is not restricted to face to face, it's not restricted to a location. It is simply restricted to what we allow it to be restricted to. I personally, being a virtual assistant, being online all the time, I would say that this is a tool that we have, that God has provided us with to reach the masses. There are some people that will never leave their home. There are some people, for whatever reason, will not go out and be in their community. But this Kingdom Linked is able to go into the homes, it's able to go into businesses, it's able to be spread in a way that we have never had before. and it's not for the spreading of Kingdom Linked, it's for the spreading of the kingdom.
Mm.
So church is the body. The body is wherever we are collected. We can collect online, we can collect in person. And I agree that both of those are huge tools. Now, we cannot just do one or the other and expect to have full success because we are not a one facet entity. We have
Right.
got to get in there, and this tool is a major tool to get in front of people that would never ever step in front of a church or step in a church building
Mm-hmm.
or step onto an event that a church is having. But this tool is allowing everyone to spread the gospel from their their homes, from their PJs if they want. I mean, be careful, but we have the ability to truly go worldwide from wherever we are.
Right.
And so for that aspect of it, to get out of the thought process that it's only limited to local, yes, I would say absolutely support local as much as you can, but also find those ministries, find those individuals that you can connect with and truly um, learn to adjust to get that camaraderie and that union together so that we can spread the gospel all over the world.
I love it. 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 I love it all because you're so right, and it's so true that as we are bringing this together, and again, guys, Kingdom Link Network is something God gave me back in October, and I
Mhm.
ran from it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand what it was. I didn't want to understand what it was. All I knew is that if I started branding Kingdom, then it was going to be a spiritual fight as well. Because once you start living out Kingdom and once you start building something for the kingdom of God, the kingdom of darkness wants to try to come, but we know that that kingdom will not prevail. And so the powerful part about it is being able to bring other people outside of the network. And what I see is that it's just like what you just said, Melissa. It's not about everything's about Kingdom Linked Network. Kingdom Linked Network is a brand.
Mhm.
However, it's bringing other kingdom minded people to network together. You don't have to sign up for Kingdom Link Network to be a part of Kingdom Link Network, right? You could still buy the gear. You could still keep us in prayer. There's other kingdom minded people right now as we speak that are helping build the kingdom. I met Keisha Hickson off of
Mhm.
Clubhouse, building kingdom. I met Stacy Stant off of Clubhouse, building kingdom. I created my own club on Clubhouse about a month and a half ago. Just did it because I didn't want anybody else to take it. But it's Kingdom Link Network Club on Clubhouse. Now I'm starting to invite people in because I've got the technology to be able to plug my phone into my mixer. I could be doing Clubhouse and StreamYard all at the same time. And look at how God is bringing the kingdom of His kingdom together for such a time as this. And so, in all of this stuff that we're doing, um, I wanted to bring one of our members on so that they can share with you what it's all about, how it's forming. And again, it's barely in its launching stage. We've had about 6 Zoom meetings every Friday, but it's at its beginning stage. And so we have an idea of what it's looking like, but until the website is totally completed, which we have Justin Kappen doing so, and Justin Kappen will be our speaker this Friday, which is going to be fire. He's going to give us 10 different tips on what to do and what not to do in business. And then in a few weeks, we're going to have other guests that are coming
Mhm.
in that are coaches, that are leadership, not just somebody just come and talk and say, hey, I'm kumbaya. No, somebody who is coming in intentionally, that has a free offer, a paid offer, somebody who's a leader,
Mhm.
who's got leadership skills, who is in business, who is strictly is totally building kingdom, or has a ministry where somebody can go to, not just here I am, hey, how's it going? No, 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 no. We want somebody that's specific. Are you specifically going after the kingdom of God? And so that's what Kingdom Linked is. Is there a certain criteria of people that we're inviting in? Absolutely. You've got to be a leader. And that is really 100% of the people that are on the earth. But you know what I'm saying? People that are on the move. Not people that are hoping, well, hopefully someday I'll have, well, if it's God's will. No, 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 no. God told you to go do it, so go do it. Get it done. And so this is just, what I wanted to come together today was talking about Kingdom Link Network, what it was all about. And not only hearing from me, but hearing from one of our members, what they've gotten out of it and just the excitement from it and all the good stuff. I mean, we're talking about international, we're talking about all of that, right? But it's just amazing how God is linking this thing together, putting it together, and creating this thing called Kingdom Link Network. And along with other kingdom-minded ministries, businesses, entrepreneurs, organizations, all of those things coming together for the kingdom of God. And so I'm just so blessed to be able to do this. So if anyone has any questions about Kingdom Link Network, those that are watching live or watching on the replay, you can follow me. You could check me out. You could actually go to my Linktree. You can go to Linktree/next level coach. And it's got all my latest, all my updated links that you can go in there. I've got my YouTube channel in there. I've got Clubhouse. I've got Instagram, Facebook, email, the whole nine, my website, a free download of my daily checkup, all of the things that will connect you and I together. And there's also a mailing list within Linktree that we're able to subscribe to as well. And so, Melissa, do you have any final thoughts that you want to say after I was, flapping my gums?
As far as Kingdom Link Network goes, it has been an answer to prayer for me to be able to connect not only with you, Coach, but I mean, we've connected off and on for the last 7 years, and I've grown so much through the connection you and I have had. But the growth that's happening now with Kingdom Link Network is truly propelling me to the next level of where I want and need my business to go to be able to truly influence in the kingdom. And it's not about my influence, but what influence God can have through me and through the work that we do.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it so much. And you are a true blessing. So anyone who needs a virtual assistant, you hook up with my girl, Melissa Diaz, and she will lead you in the right direction and she will not steer you wrong. And so that's all I got today, guys. This was just a quick pop-up. Every time I say quick, it's 20-30 minutes. So we've been here about 20 minutes. That's about as long as we needed today to break that down for you. So listen, if you want to know more about Kingdom Linked, reach out to me. You can reach out to my email, coachpaulybarr@gmail.com, or you can also go to my Linktree, Next Level Coach. All right. So that's what I got for today. I will be here tomorrow morning at 6:15 a.m. Mountain, 7:15 a.m. Central, and 8:15 a.m. Eastern. I'm going a little bit earlier because I have an appointment right at the top of the hour, but I'm going to be talking about a discussion. It's going to be talking about currency and the 3 C's that you need in order for you to maintain currency in your life. And when I say currency, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about money and power. This is where I want you to understand that the kingdom of God has both of them in there. We have energy, power, not some new age stuff, but power, authority, and then also those 3 C's that we need in order to create currency for our life in business, entrepreneurship, and leadership. All right. So with that being said, we love you guys. God bless you. And again, I will catch you tomorrow morning. And Melissa, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Coach.
Absolutely. We'll talk soon, guys. Welcome to Activate, your Next Level Mindset podcast. I am your host, Coach Pauly Barra, helping you reframe your mindset and activate your purpose so that you can live your life of freedom.